what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Velocity Universe mode here in WWE 2K19. On the previous one, we saw an 8-man battle royal won by Shelton Benjamin. We saw the debut of all of our women here on Velocity. Bayley defeated Ember Moon, and Caitlin Rain defeated Maria Kanellis, and CM Punk defeated Chris Jericho in the main event. And on this week's episode, we see Asuka taking on Dakota Kai, and the winner will join Caitlin Rain and Bayley to crown the first Velocity Women's World Champion at Summerslam. And then we see Shawn Michaels taking on Benjamin Daniels, a match that he demanded. Then we see Maria Kanellis taking on Ember Moon, and the winner of this match will challenge the loser of Asuka and Dakota Kai at Summerslam to crown the first Women's Mid-Card Champion here on Velocity. And in the main event, we see the Brian Kendrick teaming up with the Velocity World Champion Edge to take on the Hardy Boys, who have finally found some momentum in singles action, so they're going to come back to tag action and see how things play out. And that's really all I've got right now before we get into the show. But as we get into the show, Shawn Michaels has something to say. Let's start that and let the girls come out. That's what I'm saying. Let the women do it. But you see, Asuka, she's here. Asuka and Dakota have not competed yet. We've only seen 2 women's matches so far here on Velocity, obviously. Caitlin Rain came in and defeated Maria Kanellis in a good match. A good match. But Caitlin won, and that's how she earned her way into the Women's World Title match at SummerSlam. Of course, Velocity's doing a triple threat match to crown their first Women's Champion. No, she's doing a singles match. And another member of that match is Bayley, who defeated Ember Moon. That's where Maria versus Ember comes from later tonight. And the final member of that match will be the winner right here of Asuka and Dakota Kai. Which I think would be really cool. And yeah, that's all I got, really. I think that'll just be super cool, and we can see kind of what happens there. Can the kicker Dakota Kai, the captain, can she get a win over the Empress of Tomorrow? That's a very big question. Oh, Dakota immediately steps up with an enziguri, and she is keeping Asuka firmly on the ground right now. Asuka can't get anything going. Very smart strategy from Dakota Kai. Another big kick there, taking her down, or keeping her down. Now moving her away from the corner, and now targeting the arm as well. You take out Asuka's arms, and she will have a hell of a time locking in the Asuka lock. The double stomp followed up with a kick to the chest again. Now brings Asuka to her feet, and Asuka immediately shoves her away. And right into a float over DDT, or not even a float over DDT, just a running DDT where she caught air. But Dakota able to counter, arm drag. Oh, blocks the roundhouse. And Asuka with a drop kick takes her down. And Dakota rolls to the outside, and Asuka gonna follow. Asuka misses, but Dakota lands, but Asuka blocks. Oh, blocks the big open hand. But now Asuka back inside the ring, So is Dakota. But now, Asuka off the ropes. Dakota drops down. And catches her. Swings her forward. And a big roundhouse to the chest. They're dragging her away from the ropes. Going for a pin. Got a 1. Only a 1. Bound Dakota, slow it down. Got a rear chin lock. Trying to wear out Asuka. This will be a huge win, a necessary win for either of these women to absolutely show what you can do. Try and prove that you are the best amongst all the other women here on Velocity. But Asuka was able to get out. Dakota moved out of the way, but got caught with a right hand. Now Asuka got her in another corner and got the double knees to the back that time. Now hooks the leg, places herself between Kai and the ropes, but not even a 1. Senior official Mike Dyson couldn't even get down for the pin. But now, kitchen sink knee. And Dakota Kai is feeling it right now as Asuka really getting into this match now. She grabbed the arm and just started kicking at the face. But Asuka taken down with a kick from Kai. But now, Dakota measuring. Oh, but caught the leg and a spinning heel kick. And now Asuka the one measuring Dakota. Oh, but Dakota blocked. Able to move out the way. But Asuka still with the upper hand. Oh, Dakota turns it around. Oh, now look at this. Look at this. Take her to the chiropractor. Got a 1. Got a 2. And a near fall. The chiropractor, that huge lung blower, not enough to get the job done. But Dakota not upset about it. At least not visibly upset about it. Just keeping on the attack. But now, after some strikes on the ground, she was able to pull her away and go for a pin, but not even a 1. Not even a 1. Now look at this big roundhouse. Took out the legs, nailed her with a big roundhouse. Now going back for the legs some more, but Asuka shoves her away. And now Asuka feeling good here. Oh, Asuka feeling real good. She's fired up. Gets her on her feet. Big clothesline there. And another one. Oh, ducks. Super kick. Now picks her right back up. Oh, Dakota Kai moved out the way. Single leg drop kick. Now keeps her from pulling herself up. Asuka blocks the kick from Kai. Now here we go. German release. German release suplex. Asuka with the upper hand. Here's a dragon sleeper. But Dakota Kai's got some long legs and was able to touch the rope, causing the rope break. But now she's got the upper hand, got Asuka in a corner. Now look at this. Here we go. Around the world. No, went for an around the world super kick in the corner. Did not work. Here's a cross arm bar. The arm bar from Asuka, but not enough. She has to let it go. But even a little bit of time in an arm bar like that will do some serious damage. But after the Frankensteiner, Dakota Kai's feeling good here. And there's a clothesline. And another. And a third. Winds up in the corner once again. But Asuka places Kai in the corner after a counter. But caught the leg. Dragon whip leg screw. Now placed in an opposite corner. But blocked again. Now on the apron. Asuka feeling good. Can she capitalize? Maybe, maybe not. It seems like right now she wants Dakota Kai to step back in the ring. Got something in mind. But she took too much time. And now there is a DDT from the apron. Slingshot's back in the ring with a DDT. She took way too much time. Gave Dakota way too much time to recover. Now look at this. Off the ropes. Big boot! A head full of steam. Big boot right to the face. Measuring her, but caught the leg again for another spinning heel kick. And now it's Asuka's time to measure Dakota Kai again. Oh no, look at this. Just grabs her from behind. Asuka lock. She's trapped in there. Will that be the end of Dakota Kai? Unfortunately for her, it is. Dakota Kai could have won that match. But at the end of the day, Asuka was just a little too much. He was able to lock her in that Asuka lock. But right here, I thought it was in. Chiropractor. Full head of steam. Off the ropes. But it was not the end. But Dakota Kai kept on the attack. But right here, Asuka moved out of the way. Caused her to super kick the turnbuckle. That would have definitely done some damage as well. But not enough as Kai kept the advantage. But she was able to block the chiropractor again. She blocked another attempt at it. And was able to lock in the Asuka lock. And force Dakota Kai to tap out. So she will join Bayley and Caitlyn Rain. While Dakota Kai will face the winner of either Maria Kanellis and Ember Moon. She'll face the winner of that match later tonight. And then Dakota Kai and the winner of that match, of course, will challenge for the Women's Intercontinental title at SummerSlam. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. But next, I already said we're going to show this match too, because I feel like it means a little more than the rest. And I'm going to stick out of this match as well. If Ben wins, cool. But if Shawn wins, you know, he'll definitely want that. Of course, unfortunately for Ben, he does not have Jeff Hardy in his corner like Shawn has Triple H in his. Of course, and that's of course because Jeff is in the main event tonight. Doesn't have the time to come out to support Ben right now. I thought the game just froze. It did not. Well, it did temporarily. But we're good. We're good. It fixed itself. But as you can see, DX on the Black and Green Velocity show. They've been making people's lives in this show hell, that's for sure. One man has been doing that with a lot of success, and that's Shawn Michaels, and another man, Triple H, has found no success. Triple H does have 2 wins to his name here in Velocity, but he is 2 for 9. And the only reason he's got those 2 wins is because they were in tag team action, and Shawn Michaels got the win on behalf of the team both times. So Triple H, I mean, right now he is quite literally just riding the coattails of Shawn Michaels, which might be a way to describe his entire career outside of Universe, but that's a conversation for a different time. But regardless, Triple H needs to find a way to do something, get any sort of momentum on his side, and he just has not been able to do that. But for now, can he support his best friend Shawn Michaels into getting another win and potentially regaining the TV title when he was originally not scheduled to do that? He absolutely was not. That's why he was pulled out of that Battle Royal last week, and that spot was given to the invited Kofi Kingston. Because the GM just wanted to see what Kofi could do amongst the rest of the Velocity roster, and he didn't get the win on that occasion. He didn't. Definitely would have been tough odds, going against 7 other men. But Triple H, he also was in that match and did not win. For the record. But we got Ben Daniels here, who's done pretty okay for himself. Of course, he's coming off of his previous match just a couple of weeks ago, being a very good match that earned him a contract to the show, where he defeated Roderick Strong. Shawn ran in, immediately got a big backhand for his trouble. But Shawn popped out of the corner there. And here's a side Russian leg sweep. Taking him down. As he drops the elbow there. Oh, but Ben, jawbreaker, able to counter. Tried to sweep up the legs, did not work, and Shawn immediately capitalized. But Ben played a little possum there to take him down. But they're going back and forth here. Shawn with a boot to the face. There's the forearm and a kip-up classic. Shawn Michaels right there. But Ben counters, takes him down with an arm drag. Oh, and he's doing some real damage to the arm right now. Slamming him down with the arm. Brutal. But now Shawn going for the legs. As he quickly has got him. Look at this. Sharpshooter locked in early. Sharpshooter locked in, but Ben, he fights. He's able to turn it over and shove Shawn Michaels away. Oh, but Shawn blocks. He blocks. He's got him. Oh, but Ben slips out the backdoor inverted DDT. And now driving the knee into the chest of Shawn Michaels. Trying to take him down. Going for a quick pin here. Bike down, got a 1. Mike Dyson countered a 1 there. But now trying to keep Shawn Michaels on the ground. Does not work. Shawn able to counter. Oh, and Shawn, he wants to put this match away early and quick. Tuning up the band. Here we go. Sweet chin music. No, ducked. Spinning back kick from Ben. Now he's got him. Look at this. He props him up. Takes out the legs. We saw this before. Double stomp. Double stomp out of the corner there. Pulling him away from the ropes. Trying to capitalize, but Shawn able to counter. Oh, but got blocked. Got blocked there. And this time, Ben sweeps out the legs, sending Shawn face first. Quickly going for a pin after. He's got a 1, but not even a 1. Not even a 1. Ben trying anything here. Got Shawn off the ropes. Oh, moved out the way with a drop kick, and Ben instead got a swift kick to the ribs. As HBK once again back in the corner, tuning up the band. Is second time the charm here. And no, it's not. Second verse, same as the first. But Ben's not able to capitalize, so Michaels keeps the upper hand against the rookie and sends him shoulder first into the ring post. And now look at this. An alley-oop powerbomb, sits out with it. Shawn has looked very dominant here. Now he's measuring again, not tuning up the band this time, but Ben caught the leg again. Now elbow to the leg, doing damage. Famous, sir. Shawn Michaels knows all about that. He has a good friend that happens to have, basically created that move. But Ben not able to capitalize as Shawn shoves him away. And Shawn just a little bit quicker on the strikes. But Ben was able to counter. Got him off the ropes. But Shawn slips out the back door again. And here's a pendulum backbreaker. Like I said, HBK has been dominant here. But Shawn, there's the flying forearm, kips up, inverted atomic drop, followed up with a body slam. We know what normally follows, it's the elbow, but instead of going to the top rope, he's got him down, he's gonna lock in this sharpshooter again. Will Ben be forced to tap out this time? Will he? And he does. He's forced to submit. Shawn Michaels, holy hell, he looked real dominant there. Ben put up as much of a fight as he could there. He blocked the sweet chin music every single time that Shawn Michaels attempted it. Got some good shots in. But at the end of the day, it was another sharpshooter that got the job done. And Shawn Michaels, this dude right here, has just put himself back immediately into the running for the TV title, as he will join Jeff Hardy, the champion, and Shelton Benjamin at SummerSlam with the belt on the line. And could this start the 4th TV title reign for Shawn Michaels? That's a very real possibility, and God, I don't know what I'll do if he does. But it's a possibility, that's for sure. But poor Ben, after having that really good match with Roddy Strong, after having some good momentum on his side, Shawn Michaels immediately just puts him in his place, that's for sure. But who will face Dakota Kai for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam? And it's Ember Moon. Alright, Maria takes another tough loss. And can Kendrick show that he can stand up to some of the top guys here in Velocity? No, the Hardys finally get a tag team win, with Jeff Hardy, the TV champion, getting another win over the Brian Kendrick. Alright. So Asuka moves on to SummerSlam, and so does Dakota Kai, technically speaking. But Asuka will join Bayley and Caitlyn Rain at SummerSlam to see who will be the first Velocity Women's World Champion. And then it'll be Dakota Kai and Ember Moon at SummerSlam for the Women's Intercontinental title, crowned the first champion there. Shawn Michaels beats Ben in pretty dominant fashion. And as we said, he'll join Shelton Benjamin and Jeff Hardy with the TV title on the line at SummerSlam. And Kendrick, on this night, he cannot beat Jeff Hardy. That's what we're learning. As the Velocity World Champion Edge also takes a tough loss then, shortly before he defends the title against CM Punk at SummerSlam. But nonetheless, that is the end of that episode of Velocity. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, share up on social media, do all that good stuff, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.